At GDC 2019, Quixel introduced Rebirth, a real-time cinematic produced by Quixel, harnessing the power of Unreal Engine and real-world scans from Megascan's Icelandic collection. Rebirth brought together a team from VFX, video games, and ArcViz to produce a cinematic that looks impressive and realistic at the same time. The more impressive thing is the fact that you can see the same result inside Unreal Engine in real time, which is something that never happened before. The reason that this is next generation technology is the fact that this is a jump in terms of realism compared to the current generation of video games. Also the fact that current gaming consoles can't run the type of games that look that realistic. So probably PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox will be up to the task, because the main ceiling of how good video games look is hardware in the first place. Even though game environments look realistic and impressive and almost non-distinguishable from reality, game developers are still working on better and more realistic human faces. There are some studios working on developing realistic humans and creatures, and more importantly, facial animation. They are trying to create the most realistic facial animation we have ever seen. The few things that started to change over the last few years is the research in deep learning and AI, which is something that these developers are actively involved in. So instead of creating a series of face shapes, creating rigs for them, and then animating those rigs and seeing what those rigs can do, they can capture the ways that the face can automatically move, that is representing actors' facial expressions. And this time they are taking it to the next level. They can, from a single camera, recreate their face in a very high resolution automatically, training the system to recognize, understand, and recreate the face without doing any demonstration or compression or losing what makes their amazing performance. And now they're able to do it, and it is getting fast enough that they could start to do real-time, very high realistically performing faces. Among all game engines, Unreal seems to have the best shading models, and it has really good performance. Unreal also has a tier of platforms that it runs on, which makes it possible for doing lots of things without having to change software. Epic Games is constantly working with other developers to create better shaders and realistic looking hair and skin. The goal is to be able to create human faces that match what we see in feature film in real time. The obstacle is creating characters that convey the same human emotions as a living human being. For example, looking at a character in real time, you will be able to tell whether the character is lying or ashamed or feeling something just by looking at it, just like we are able to read human beings. But the truth is, we are not there yet, because there are more subtleties in the face that we need to capture in the future. Hopes are big for the next generation of video games, and I think that the jump is going to be substantial, especially when it comes to the game environments. There are actually video game studios working on video games for the next generation, especially with the upcoming release of the new powerful gaming consoles. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have something to add, please leave it in the comment section below. Also, you can check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.